Hello my good friends and welcome to episode 79 of One Credit Classics. Before we start today's episode, it's time to thank some of our glorious patrons who have pledged their support to our Patreon page. Thank you very much to Justin Timpot Gamer, Strider Caden, The Exile, Alex Cassidy, Chris Lewis, Aaron Chatfield, Prince Watercress, Talon Scave, James Capper, Andre Russell, Liam Bowes, and of course, last but not least, my boy Callum Stannard. If you'd like to join that glorious number and support the channel, get all kinds of cool benefits, then check out the link in the description box below. Any donation will allow you to enter exclusive Patreon competitions, request the games for our Patreon picks videos, which come out every Saturday. Watch those videos, so you get twice as many videos. The minimum donation, well, there's no minimum donation really. You could there's tiers where you get like $2, $4, and $6 kind of dollars a week. But I mean, you could donate $1 if you want. I ain't got a problem with that. Bonus. I'll probably still send you some stuff in the post, and then you can watch all the videos. But yeah, that's how it works. Also, check out our Amazon affiliate scheme. There is a link in the description box. If you shop on Amazon, then use that link when you do, and we'll get a percentage every time you buy something. It won't cost you anything extra. Save that link and get shopping. Right, I honestly can't believe I've done this many episodes. What are we, 79? And this will be the first game that I'm going to cover from this era-defining series. It was one of the big two, if you're talking about beat-em-ups that change the way we look at fighting games. It's what else but Mortal Kombat 2. Unreal, right? So we're going to be playing the SNES version today, which came out on Mortal Tuesday. Amazing. There's a theme. Mortal Tuesday. I mean, I used to go out on student nights on a Monday night, to be honest, when I was in university. So every Tuesday was Mortal Tuesday. But yeah, there is a theme here. Tuesday, this September the 14th, and this version stands out for me as one of the best kind of arcade home conversions of that entire era. On the day of the release of the game's first 4 versions for cartridge-based console systems, so Genesis, Game Gear, SNES, and Game Boy, an unprecedented number of more than 2.5 million copies were shipped to be distributed, with the best opening week sales in video game history at that point. This is a crazy stat here. First week sales of over $50 million. Surpassed the initial box office results of that season's Hollywood film blockbusters like Forrest Gump, True Lies, Mask, and The Lion King. Mortal Kombat became the world's best-selling video game at the time, and by 2002, this is nuts, estimated gross sales of Mortal Kombat 2 home video games exceeded $400 million. Wow. The video world I used to go in on the way home from school, where I met a lot of cool people, some friends I'm still friends with now, had Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 2, but it wasn't until I went till, this is the most 90s thing I'll ever say, it wasn't until I went to Quasar that I actually saw a Mortal Kombat 2 machine in the wild. It's so 90s, isn't it? It was incredible, and I loved it, but it was super difficult. A friend of mine bought Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES, when it came out, he lent it me for a few days, and I literally spent every waking second I had until he wanted it back practicing on it. And complete with a copy of Games Master magazine, which had all the fatalities, I just took that game to pieces. Not one credit though. Like, I'll be honest with you, this has taken a lot of work to get to kind of get up to this. It had to happen eventually though, right? I just needed time. I needed time to get my game down. And at the time of me recording this, me not having a job, then yeah, I had plenty of time, which is good in between tea and naps. So yeah, this was this was a really cool one to do. So that's what we're going to do, I guess. One credit, loads of deaths, and some, I'm not going to lie, some hilarious glitches. Let's do this, shall we? It's time to kill a lot of people. For this clear, I'll be using none other than Baraka. A lot of reasons why he's good. You'll see why. His projectile weapon's quite good. He's pretty fast. His back and low punch kind of blade attack, the kind of scissors one, I will manipulate that loads. Get that. Right. And his sweeps are really good length as well. Solid. Wins. Flawless victory. Still gets me, that sound does. Round 2. Right, let's have a look. Same again. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. That is what I meant earlier. Really good, that move. Right. What I'm going to try on, see if I can hit on him, is a stage fatality. So let's see if I can knock him in the ooze. Here we go. Get that. As solid start as you're going to see. Who's next? Oh, Reptile. If I wasn't playing with Baraka, my first choice would have been Reptile, to be honest, because he's really good. Really, really good. Right. Got to try and get on top of him when he does that. Get that. Right. Ugh. Right. Nice. Right, same again.
Round 2. Fight.
Might try. I mean, I'm already planning because I mean, the first couple, it's classic Mortal Kombat. First couple of ones are dead easy. But I might try it. See if I can't do a stage fatality on this one as well. Let's see. Come on. Right. Solid.
Baraka wins. Fatality.
That is pretty brutal. And on the arcade version, I think, and maybe on the home version as well, if you've got two controllers in, you can pull down on both of them, the body falls off the spikes or something. I don't know. It's something like that. Right, anyhow, Jax. Or jacked, more like. Still, he didn't rate it. He didn't rate that, did he? Oh, dickhead. Come on. Solid.
Baraka wins.
Yeah, Baraka's so hard on this. One of the new characters for... Both of these are new characters for 2. Two considered for me and for a lot of people, like... I mean, arguably the biggest step forward the franchise made for me was from 1 to 2. I like 3, but I never rated as much as this. Right, let's try to kill him, shall we? There you go. Brutal.
Baraka wins.
Now, the idea for that was good. That's the kind of fatality that you know with the games that they're producing now. They're like, oh god, like that was the when you see a fatality now and you see what it was then, you can blatantly see what they were trying to do. Like, right, oh, fuck off, Raiden. Clearly just supposed to be what's his name from Big Trouble in Little China. Fuck off. Right. They are a dummy for that though on this. Come on, and again. Sweeps and those thingies are those like that scissor attack is just because nobody knows how to deal with it. What you should do is just back up and let him finish, but no, nobody does. Get that straight in. See, that's half damage. Come on. I'm gonna chop this guy's head off. Oh, fuck. I'm still gonna, but I'm not gonna perfect. Come on. Brutal. I mean, you can see why this had a thingy ranking now. Like, because there's no other games like this. The fatality thing was such a kind of hook. Right, who's next? Kitana, right? I never remember the names, yeah. Right, the one with the fans. Yep. Oh, nice. Got a jab in first. Beautiful. Same again, keep pressure on. Oh, fuck off. It is a bit spammy, that, but still. This game reduces me to this. And what I'm going to try and do is... I'm going to try and hit a babality, I think. What I need to do for that is to not use a punch in this round. So only kicks. So if you see me speep spamming, I was going to say. Sweep spamming. That's the plan. Come on. There you go, one more. Beautiful, right. I know, right?
Babality.
Yeah, weird. Right, oh. Central protagonist of the series, Liu Kang. Unlucky, son. I love that bicycle kick, but yeah. It ain't a patch on that. One of the most overpowered moves in the entire game. Now, big fan of Liu Kang. Always been a big fan of Liu Kang. So I might not kill him, to be honest with you. I'm going to win the round. I'll try and win the round, but I might try and get that. I might try and friendship him if I can remember to do it. Right. Come on. Come on, one more. Bollocks. Right. Come on. There you go.
Wins. Friendship.
I know, right? Everyone's got their own. Babality is the same for everybody, but it differs on depending on who your opponent is, obviously.
Round 1.
Ah, the pit. Beautiful. I love this stage. dead atmospheric. You can tell that, like, when you play the modern games, like that, like there's few games that create atmospheres like this. Get that, like the Mortal Kombat games do in terms of backgrounds and backdrops and stuff. And that was a big criticism of the series when it went to 3. That there were like more human locations. Do you know what I mean? Like a subway and a street and stuff. And like, I don't know. Like I want stuff like this. I want like a bridge over a pit in another kind of world. He's going in. Come on. That noise is sickening.
Baraka wins. Fatality.
Pretty brutal, right? I like the perspective of that's cool. They did a good job because that's quite a hard thing on the arcade. Right.
Round 1. Fight.
See the rolls, is it? Oh, that fucking thing. Right, get that. Love how I'm like, oh god. I hate the fact she's just so predictable and repeatedly spams one move. Yeah. Unlucky. Get that.
Baraka wins. Round 2. Fight.
Same again. Right. I'm legitimately going to try and cut her head off.
Finish.
Right, here we go. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong button.
Baraka wins.
Amazing. To be fair, you'd seen like 6 fatalities on the bounce. What do you want? Johnny Cage is 100% getting it now. Something bad's going to happen to him.
Round 1.
Dude, this courtyard level's cool. Fucking Johnny Cage. Right, get that. You see Sonya and Kano kind of tied up here, which is quite cool. And they weren't on the first versions of the arcade machine. They were just kind of blank. Those podiums were there, but there was nobody on there. And then, like the later revisions of the arcade board that came out that had a few other bits and pieces on, had kind of Kano and what's his name, and Sonya there as well. Go on, you know you want to walk into it. Massively overpowered that, but I mean it's mine, so I ain't bothered. Come on. Oh, get this. Unlucky, son. That slow slide down the blades is pretty brutal.
Wins.
Right, how many is that? 8. I can never remember how many is on this. 12.
Fatality.
I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, so 2 more than Shang Tsung, right?
Round 1. Fight.
Right, I rated Kung Lao, to be honest with you. Fuck off. Huh. I always rated him. Oh, you dickhead. No, but that is cool. He has got a load of cool moves, if you're being honest. He fucking spams out a bit, though. I mean, I can talk, I know, but... Come on. There you go. And again. No. Come on. Fucking hell.
Baraka wins.
That was close. Very close. You can see, like, after the you get those like little icons that appear, and it all depends on how many wins you get in a row. Basically, get that. You get like a dragon for obviously if you win, and it's kind of 2 rounds, and then after so many, it becomes the MK logo, and you can get a gold one and all kinds of different things. Really, get that. Fucking hell, it's beautiful. Oh fuck! In you go, son.
Baraka wins. Fatality.
So that's 10 wins. So that's why it's like a double Mortal Kombat logo. Now this, right, the match you get before the I hate Scorpion on this. He's dead hard. But the match you get before the thingy, Shang Tsung, it's got a question mark on it. This is the one where I think you have to win one. You have to either win 1 round or both rounds with a.
Flawless
I can't remember what it is. It's just low kicks, and then you unlock the question mark one, which is Jade. But I mean,
fight.
you just get absolutely wrecked by it. So yeah, I'm easy, to be honest with you. And it's not that good a fight anyway. Like if it was a fun fight, then I'd have. If it was like Reptile on Mortal Kombat 1, then I'd be trying my hardest. But yeah, not arsed. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna wreck this kid, and then we're gonna go on. Is that? Oh, I thought his head was going to line. Do you know what? It's just so... I just love it when their head lines up perfectly with the body, so it looks like it It's just fallen off slightly, whereas it's kind of behind him there. Right, who's next? Shang Tsung, right? Shang Tsung, then the Great Kintaro.
Round 1. Fight.
Come on. Dickhead. Right. See who's going to turn into anybody. That's dangerous with him, especially at any kind of, I'll do it again, but at any kind of range, because if he does a load of fireballs, Merlin, fuck off. Get that!
Baraka wins.
Right, let's do it.
Round 2. Fight.
Get that. And again. Come on. Yeah, you see that. Dangerous, Shang Tsung on this. Very dangerous. Come on. Get that. Oh, Jesus. Have I lost a round yet? Don't think I have ever. Huh. Solid.
Baraka wins.
This is a decent performance so far. It's about to get a lot harder.
Fatality.
However, I mean, I'm fighting fire with fire here. I'm going to use some glitches that I found out in that glorious summer of whenever it was, 1995 or whenever it was. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and glitch Kintaro in a corner. I need to keep jumping back and kicking, and I need him to do that big jump off the screen move. Come on, don't slam me. Any second now. Fuck. Not that. Come on. This, now. I'm going to walk to the right. He celebrates. I'm going to walk to the left. And get that. I know, right? His sprite's too big so he can't block. Dickhead. I know. I don't know what you're laughing at, Shao Kahn. You're fucking next. Found that out completely by chance one afternoon.
Round 2. Fight.
Can't get away from the fact that that's the best way to beat him. To be honest with you. Because he just hurts too much. You just got to jump backwards and hope he does it. Sometimes, like... Come on. Don't do the little one. Do the big one. Off the top of the screen. Come on. Come on. There you go. Treat yourself. Right, left, done. I know, right? This is just... Unlucky.
Baraka wins.
That is the only way I've found to beat him in 20 years of playing this game. Right, me and you, big man.
You will die.
Probably.
mortal.
Right, fuck off. What I need to... Fucking hell. What I need to... You've got to block a lot with him. What I need to try and do is get... Fuck. I need to get range. This. That's the kind of range I need. Because I can... Fuck. Jump over the top. Come on, I can still do this. Ugh. Bollocks. Right. What you need to do is get about, and it works really well, Baraka, get a bit closer than I am now. And try and... Yeah, there you go. He does rate doing that as well, to be honest. And fuck.
You will die.
And try and just hit him on the way up like... Fuck.
You will die.
Come on. It's right, we can still do this. Block. Fuck, that would have killed me then.
You will.
Come on, one more. Fuck off. Oh, that was close. Right, I've got to get this glitch working. I have to. I can't have it that close again.
You will die, mortal.
Don't be so sure, son. Block. Nice. Right. Let's get this right.
You will die.
Come on. That's it. There you go. Come on. Oh, fuck.
Die.
Right. Same again. Same again. It's all right. Bollocks, not the straight up one.
You will.
Nice. And again. Come on. This is it. This is it. I've got him. Come on. Just keep executing. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Oh, fucking hell. I hit one. Right. Same again. Same again. That range. Sit down. Oh, fucking hell.
No.
Lose one round. Fucking hell. That's a decent Mortal Kombat performance. Oh, I'm well happy with that. Get that. I know, right? Baraka wins. Shao Kahn's rule is over. Once again, you are the supreme Mortal Kombat warrior. Once again. Known for his unpredictable actions and wild fits of anger, Baraka goes on a rampage after defeating the Earth Warriors and attacks Shang Tsung, Kintaro, and finally Shao Kahn himself. What a beast. Beats them all and then's like, yeah, do you know what, I'm having all of you lot. After defeating Shao Kahn, Baraka's race of mutants arise from the wastelands and rebel against what is left of Khan's army. They eventually win, and the Outworld comes under the rule of King Baraka. Solid. Right. So yeah, that was Mortal Kombat 2. Amazing, right? For me, it's still the best one. I did really like Dark Resurrection and Deadly Alliance. Me and my boy Rez played a load of Deadly Alliance, I think. We played a load of both of those ones, but Deadly Alliance I remember us playing a lot on. And there was some cool kind of things on that. And I really liked the way that played and stuff. But for impact at the time and for kind of just a game that I felt like I couldn't live without, like, this was 100% the one. Mortal Kombat 2 was, at one point, I needed it more than I needed Street Fighter 2, which is a big thing to say. Looking back at it, like, culturally, Street Fighter 2 was much more important. And looking back at it logically, Street Fighter 2 was obviously a much better game and a much more significant game, really. But you can't get away from the fact that, like, if I look at the best point of, I'll use an example, if I look at the best point of pro wrestling in the kind of modern era, for me, it's when there was competition. It's the same with, a lot of people will say it's the same with mixed martial arts. If you remember when kind of Pride was around in the early 2000s, you remember the legitimate competition between the UFC and Pride. Like, there was two different kind of brands of kind of fans and stuff, and they were pushed to do bigger and better products and shows by each other. The wrestling was exactly the same. When the WCW was winning the ratings war for whatever it was, 83 weeks, like, WWE had to change their product, and that forced them to create the Attitude Era, which is largely regarded as one of the greatest creative periods in the kind of business, really. And this was the same. Like, when you had Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat, they were constantly battling each other to produce a better product, and constantly trying to develop kind of what they had. And fair play to Mortal Kombat, because they were less about upgrading one definitive version. At this point, obviously they went on to do Mortal Kombat 3, then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, but then legitimate sequels kind of came out, and Street Fighter, like, had that thing of, like, there's another version of Street Fighter 2 and another version of Street Fighter 2, and don't get me wrong, I bought them all, I played them all, I loved them all, they're all amazing, but Mortal Kombat kind of moved because they felt like they had to, because Street Fighter 2 was that good. And that was the kind of thing with kind of games then. If you had two producers like that, you had two companies who were in that big rivalry, they pushed each other to perform and to make bigger and better products. You could see it to a certain degree these days with PS4 and Xbox, like, but there's not too much way in the way of exclusives. A better example of that would be Sega and Nintendo, obviously. Everybody trying to get the best kind of more exclusive kind of content. But that was Mortal Kombat 2. That was very nearly Mortal Kombat 2 No Death, wasn't it? Very nearly, if I hadn't have messed up on Shao Kahn, to be honest with you. But that's the hardest fight, if you're being honest. Kintaro's not hard once you know that kind of glitch that I found out, to be honest with you. And if you've been playing this for ages and you've kind of been stuck on him, I don't know if that works on the arcade version, but on the SNES version it works an absolute friggin' treat. But that was Mortal Kombat 2, yeah. It's another glorious Wednesday. It's sunny, I hope. I hope you lovely people are having a good time, whatever you are doing. There's going to be another Patreon video out on Saturday. I can't work out where we are in terms of, have I started putting the Patreon videos up for general viewing now? Because how it works is that you get the Patreon, if you're on Patreon, you not only get to pick the Patreon picks videos, but you get access to them early. So, like, if this is week 5 of Patreon picks, then I'm going to put the week 5 video up on Patreon, and I'm going to put the week 1 video up in its own playlist for general view, and then it'll just go on like that. So you will get a chance to see him if you don't want to. And then, like I say, I never wanted this to be to the point where you had to pay to kind of see stuff in terms of, like, the channel and videos and stuff. But, like, if you do want to contribute to the channel and kind of pledge on Patreon, you should get something for that. Do you know what I mean? More than just stuff in the post. You should get an active creative input, and you should get, do you know what I mean? It's like anything. It's like if you got Sky TV and you pay 50 quid, you should get more than somebody who pays 20 quid. Do you know? It's the way life works, isn't it? So I just kind of wanted to be able to kind of do that, really. So that's how it's working. So there'll be more. So like I say, there'll be the Patreon videos out on the Patreon videos out on the Saturdays, which is cool. And like I say, when it gets to week 5, I'll put week 1's one up for general and week 5 one's up for Patreon. If we are at the 900 subscribers mark, which I hope we are, we weren't far off at the time of recording this, then we'll have a competition. We'll have 2 competitions, a Patreon exclusive one and a regular one. So check out the channel for that. And all it remains for me to say is thank you very much for all your time and your attention. Oh yeah, check out the Kane and Rince podcast on the Mortal Kombat series, because it's really good. It covers the first kind of 3, and yeah, it's a cracker. Really enjoyable. All right, so take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode of One Credit Classics. Take care.
Round